A lot of people might think the traits required for long-term success include a strong willpower, determination, and a take-no-prisoners attitude. But actually, in our experience, these traits work well in the short term to get you started, but in the long term, we needed a few different traits. For sure, developing your willpower over time is both possible and I encourage it, but I want to talk to you about another mindset. A crucial mindset for long-term success is the learning mindset. This means that the goal is not perfection, but rather learning, growing, and a humility to accept we need to change. To learn about our strengths and weaknesses, to learn how to problem solve, and to learn how to adapt to our lives. Now, anyone can go crazy for 4 weeks and pretend to have changed and have revelations. But what matters is what we learn on this journey, the insights, the applications, and the strengths we develop. At first, this may seem like a bit much and irrelevant to you, but I can almost guarantee you that later on, while you watch this video, again, it will make more sense. When people go nuts in the short term, they burn out. They don't learn how to change their lives. Interestingly, we have to learn this learning way of thinking as well. If I give you a piano and say, play like Mozart, of course you would accept that you can't do it the first time you play, even if you have the best piano in the world. A lot of people forget that the path they're on is like this. It takes time and practice, but often they give up after only a few weeks because they haven't yet got results. In a few weeks of piano practice, most people can only play hot cross buns. And the same is true for these lifestyle changes. When anyone makes any sort of lifestyle change, they go through a few steps. External control, internal control, then automation. So this means initially we need things outside of ourselves to motivate us. Perhaps people like your health professional or family members. Then we develop internal control mechanisms like willpower, motivation, internal purpose that drives us and keeps us going. And finally, the real goal is to change our actual routines and habits so we don't have to try anymore. We don't have to try and be healthy. We don't have to put that effort in. We just do it because it created a new way of life. I cannot stress this enough. The goal is not actually to lose weight or to exercise more. The goal is to change our way of life, our routines, our habits and flow, so losing weight just becomes automatic and stays where you want it to. As I'm going to explain later, it's quite easy to lose weight to begin with, but then you may or may not plateau. But don't give up, change up the methods and keep going. Perseverance is the key. You can lose weight. Often I see people who just push on like a workhorse, slow and steady. They might only lose 1 kilo a month, which most people would consider very little. But in 2 years, when they've lost 24 kilos or over 50 pounds, and they're slowly and steadily continuing and changing their lives, applying it, building in new habits, versus the other people who rushed it to begin with and burnt out and now the same weight after 2 years. So remember this principle. If you want to succeed, you have to play the long game.